This is Kitzur Yomi as we continue learning the halachas that are negea before this Uda. Siman Lamed test. We pick it up from Sif Beis. Says the Kitzur that even food that you're eating right before the meal, if the purpose of it is to open up the meal, open up your appetite, that itself gives it a definition as part of the meal. Now, of course, this is a little bit more complicated in our eating habits, but it is halacha nonetheless. Says the Kitzur Sif Beis and Ratzlichos Yain Kodim Til Sidai. Someone wants to drink wine before the meal. Even if he's not drinking wine during the meal, that since the wine comes to open up your stomach, your digestive system, and the wine comes to do what? And cause you to want to eat more. Says the Kitzur, therefore, im kain, heim bechlal asuda. Therefore, they're part of the meal. And if tarim birchas hamazon, they can be potter with birchas hamazon after the suda. V'yishayim dafilim shasi yain gam b'toicha suda. Kamakan is the angel me'amazon if birchas hamazon. Even if you're going to drink the wine during the meal, so maybe you would think that it gets its din of its own bracha. Says the Kitzur, no, there are those that hold that it's still be pottered up with the birchas hamazon. Ula chein. And therefore, what do we do now? Don't drink wine before you wash your hands. Elim Kain, the classical case. Unless you're also having wine after Berachas Hamazon, which therefore Shivach Achar of Alagef, and you're going to end up making an Alagef. If you have to Gamash also Bekoidem the Til Sidayim, the Pater, that which you drink before the meal as well. Similarly, in Mertzilishas Yain Sarv Kodem Asuda, one wants to have liquor before the meal. Bein Shish to Gamatech Asuda Bein Lo Yishteh. Yizayir should be careful. So Yishayis Kodem Asuda. Don't drink it before the meal that you amount that you'd have to have a bracha achayna. Rak pachas mikazayis avlim shalsa kazayis. So Yisayir nafali the suffix bracha achayna. And you have a suffix. Now, vada suffix bracha zalka. You would not make a bracha achayna. But again, we never want to invite and get ourselves into a case of suffix. Says the Kitzur Maslechel Kodim Til Sidayim Minim Mizanais. So wants to eat before the meal. Mizanais. Some people have this every Shabbos. What do you do now? Says the Kitzur. Kigoin, what type of mezainis do you want to eat? Says the Kitzur. Going honey kichel, honey cake, egg and kichen, egg kichel l'chadaimeh. Shabiracha achreina shalem. What is the racha achreina? Ala michya. Beijachamem gambetoicha suda. Whether you eat these foods also during the meal, bein shalechamem betoicha suda. Whether you will not eat them during the meal, mikol makayim heim niftarim bebirchas hamazon. They are potter from bracha achreina through the birchas hamazon. Birchas hamazon v'terachas birchas ala michya, because birchas hamazon certainly potters up ala michya ubelvad. So you have to garbe bein achila zul and til zidayim. You should not interrupt between the eating and the til zidayim. L'msarch la'avsik harbe. Then shach levarch tchila birchas hamazon birchas ala michya al masha achal. Tiyachal minem gam v'teichas sudim. You can eat it during the meal. And again, people run into this issue on Shabbos, as we see at the bottom over here. Note 27 points out, which just disappeared. Let's see if we can get that back. Okay, you can't see note 27 on your screen, but note 27 says that bracha achreina, when you have after Kiddush, we're going to get to in later Simanim. And we continue with Siman Mem, which we get into halachas of Netilas Yadayim. It says the Kitzur. You have to wash your hands. Again, listen carefully. The Kitzur didn't say that if it's a lot of bread, then you wash your hands. You always have to wash your hands. Now, says the Kitzur, if you have a lot of bread, then you make a bracha. Pachas means that lesson is bevarchen, ein bevarchen al tila. You're not going to make a bracha. And of course, in note number 8, it points out that according to Ramesha, it's better to eat the requisite amount so you don't run into the issue of al natilas yadayim. We continue with Siv Beis, says the Kitzur. Natilas yadayim sarich liyos dafka min hakli. It has to be from a vessel. And v'sarich she'ekli shalem b'lisham nekavat selling mafulash, that a hole or a crack. V'gam lamaliya shava, the top has even b'lisham haritza blita, without any crevice or protrusion. As we see over here, that when you have a cutout, and that part is not called the vessel. That's not called the kli. You see the picture over here, that this part over here is not called part of the actual kli, it goes underneath that. But again, if you have the requisite amount, then it will be fine. Can in those jugs marzev that have a spout on one side, water is poured. Don't wash your hands using the spout. Ki sham ein loy din kli. That spout is out of a din kli. Kiv she'ena machzik sham mashkim, since the vessel cannot hold liquids there at the point of the spout. Now, this is referring to a case like this. No, this is not the right picture. I apologize. We were looking for diagram B. Diagram B. Over here. Since the spout goes up, at the point of the spout, as you can see, it doesn't hold any liquid, and therefore, it will not be able to wash your hands using this pitcher. Wash on the other side, in a place that holds liquids. A vessel cannot stand upright unless it is leaning. And if was made this way to be used via leaning, then what? The cover of a vessel, you should not use it to wash your hands. And we continue for today with Sif Dalit. Shira mayim kosher l'shar b'tzimtzum, precise amounts of water we cannot have. But you can lishboich al yad, al kol yad mayim b'shef, a lot of water. Hashem has given me lots of good. Wash your right hand first, small, which is until the wrist. Don't air your shvav without water. Therefore, you offer excessive space. You shoulder your fingers a little slightly. Lift up a little bit. It go down all your fingers. Top of the fingers all around. You have a mayim as one unsteady stream. One should not wash it down in the kli. A narrow opening. Because the water does not go out all as well. It says the Kitzur should pour it 2 times. We'll just point out that if it is a full revius, the word can tell you that just 1 pour on the whole hand to ensure that the whole revius went on the hands. We'll pick it up from here. B'siyata dishmaya.